Admiral Richard, thank you for your service. Thank you for your family's long record of service as well, and for your willing to answer the call to service again. I want to speak about the Open Skies Treaty, a treaty that allows overflight surveillance of the United States and Russia, in addition to many other partners, but those are the two main partners. In 2017, the United States government determined that Russia had violated the Open Skies Treaty, specifically by limiting overflight of Kaliningrad, Russia's vital strategic enclave in northern Europe between Poland and Lithuania, as well as limiting flights in the vicinity of South Ossetia and Abkhazia in the Republic of Georgia. That was reiterated last year and by some of your predecessors and colleagues. Here's what Admiral Haney said in 2015. The treaty has become a critical component of Russia's intelligence collection capability directed at the United States. Here's what General Stewart, the director of the DIA, said in 2016. The things that you can see, the amount of data you can collect, the things you can do with post-processing allows Russia, in my opinion, to get incredible foundational intelligence on critical infrastructure basis ports all of our facilities. So from my perspective, it gives them a significant advantage. And then 2 years ago, General Joe Dunford, then chairman of the Joint Chiefs, said, we believe that on balance it would be best if the treaty continued to be in place. But we don't believe the treaty should be in place if the Russians aren't compliant. So there's a decidedly aggressive diplomatic effort right now to bring the Russians back into compliance, which we think would be the best outcome. That was more than 2 years ago. That diplomatic effort has continued apace to no avail. Russia remains in violation of this treaty while the United States continues to adhere to it. I would submit that perhaps rather than calling this the Open Skies Treaty, maybe it should be called the Open Skies over America and the Closed Skies over Russia Treaty. Admiral, do you see value in remaining in a treaty where only one side is following the rules?
Senator, one, I will support any arms control or treaty that enhances the security of this nation. Your analysis is quite correct on the Open Skies Treaty. We do derive some benefit from it, particularly with our allies. We would need to make the appropriate resource and operational commitments to utilize the full provisions of the treaty if we were to remain. And I would just offer my best military advice, if confirmed, if a decision were to be reached.
Do we have the best satellite constellation in the world?
Senator, we do.
Superior to Russia's?
Senator, not directly in my area of expertise, but yes, I think so.
So it would stand to reason then that Russia gains more from this treaty, which they're violating by gaining the overhead imagery from these flights since they have an inferior satellite constellation system.
Senator, again, you're getting into an area that I pledged to look closely at if confirmed. I don't have direct expertise in that, but you are hitting at the factors that have to be considered in whether or not we stay in the treaty.
And would it be to a signatory country's advantage if they also had on-the-ground intelligence officers coordinating with their overflights of another party's territory to collect intelligence on military bases or other critical infrastructure?
Senator, it is important in any treaty or agreement for all parties to comply.
Okay. The Air Force has sent up a long unfunded priority list to reach the growing force of 386 squadrons, more spare parts for F-35s, more additional tanker capacity, supply inventories. We also propose to spend $250 million on Open Skies aircraft and operations. Perhaps if Russia is not complying with the Open Skies Treaty, that money might be better spent on some of these urgent priorities for the Air Force?
Senator, again, you're getting at the actual elements of a decision.
All right. Thank you, Admiral. I appreciate that. I just have to say I think this is a lot like the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty. Everyone agrees that Russia is not complying with it. Everyone agrees it would be best if we brought Russia back into compliance. Everyone agrees it would be great if everyone had a pony as well. But we've spent years trying to get Russia into compliance with this treaty. And in the meantime, Russia has continued to gain significant intelligence advantage over the United States. A situation in which, because we of our superior satellite constellation would be advantaged if Russia was not taking these advantages of the Open Skies Treaty. Congratulations again on your nomination.